When narcissists age, the surprising truth about their fragility and vulnerability. It's been a joy to have you watch another video. I genuinely hope that each and every one of you has an amazing day today. But first, let me take a moment to thank everyone for watching this video before we get into the topic of the day. It might be difficult to deal with the fallout from a narcissistic relationship, but you don't have to do it alone. We are aware of the suffering and anguish these encounters cause. To help you find healing and hope, especially for individuals who have been imprisoned in a narcissistic relationship, we provide one-on-one sessions with skilled therapists. Don't suffer alone. Let us be your haven as you journey toward healing. Find out more in the description if you're interested in speaking with an authority. You can start with just $1. Let's move on now. Numerous individuals find themselves stuck with a narcissist, either unable or unwilling to sever ties with them. Various factors can contribute to this, such as having children from a prior relationship with the narcissist being a blood relative, or experiencing trauma bonding. Consequently, many people wonder if there is any hope or if narcissists deteriorate with age. Regardless of their age, narcissists will always have a need for a narcissistic supply. However, as they grow older, many become more open about their desire for darker forms of narcissistic fulfillment. Narcissists derive pleasure from causing pain and suffering to others, and their newfound status as seniors often leads them to believe they can say and do whatever they want without consequence. In short, yes, narcissists tend to get worse with age. As they lose autonomy and sources of narcissistic supply, they often exhibit their worst traits in old age. Rather than growing into wiser individuals, they become more hostile, manipulative, oversensitive, angry, and entitled. This video aims to explore the various reasons behind a narcissist's deterioration with age, enabling you to gain a better understanding of narcissism and make informed decisions to safeguard your innermost thoughts, emotions, needs, and health from the harmful influence of narcissists in your life. There are 3 primary reasons why narcissists tend to deteriorate as they age. These 3 interconnected causes contribute to the aging narcissist's descent into their worst self. Firstly, older narcissists find it increasingly challenging to maintain healthy levels of narcissistic supply. Secondly, a decline in narcissistic supply can trigger buried, painful emotions, sentiments, and thoughts in the aging narcissist. Finally, a shortage of narcissistic supply may lead to emotional instability in narcissists, rendering them vulnerable and frail. Clearly, the common thread that underpins the deterioration of an elderly narcissist is their need for narcissistic supply. With that in mind, let's delve deeper into the 3 reasons why narcissists become worse with age. This knowledge will help you make well-informed decisions to protect yourself from the harmful influence of narcissists in your life. Firstly, as narcissists age, their ability to maintain high levels of narcissistic supply decreases. Narcissists have built their self-worth and sense of pride on the most superficial and materialistic forms of narcissistic supply that society has to offer, including validation, admiration, reassurance, power, and control. However, experiences in life shape a person's self-esteem and sense of self, which is why it's important to provide a safe and supportive environment. Emotionally competent individuals are capable of managing their self-respect and identity due to their emotional maturity. Conversely, narcissists are emotionally incompetent and must rely on the most superficial and materialistic forms of narcissistic supply, such as wealth, fast cars, large houses, or social media followers, to boost their self-esteem and sense of self. Narcissists depend heavily on their immediate social circle for the narcissistic supply they require to foster their high levels of self-esteem and identification. Although narcissists have access to an extensive range of manipulation techniques, these techniques lose their effectiveness with age. The most superficial and materialistic types of narcissistic supply that narcissists rely on include their appearance, social status, and sexual partners, rendering them increasingly vulnerable as they age. Secondly, as narcissists age, they experience painful thoughts, feelings, and emotions when the supply of narcissistic validation declines. Narcissistic supply is critical for the emotional regulation of narcissists since they did not receive validation, admiration, or reassurance from their primary caregivers during an unhealthy or abusive upbringing. Children's cognitive development and self-worth are harmed when they do not receive validation, admiration, and reassurance from their primary caregivers, who are emotionally unavailable, unresponsive, and inconsistent. One of the numerous consequences of such upbringing is the development of an abundance of painful thoughts, feelings, and emotions that narcissists are unable to control through healthy means of emotional regulation. Feelings of inadequacy, unlovability, unwantedness, weakness, and worthlessness are potent ones that narcissists experience, and they shouldn't be underestimated. Narcissists quit looking to their primary caregivers for approval and instead seek it from the wider community. The greatest obstacle for narcissists is that they lack the emotional intelligence to see past the superficial, materialistic, and petty nature of modern life. This means that the sources of their false identity construction are the most base. Superficial and meaningless kinds of social approval and reassurance that our culture has to offer. That's why it's more challenging for older narcissists to obtain a narcissistic supply. In summary, aging narcissists experience painful thoughts, feelings, and emotions when their supply of narcissistic validation declines, leading to emotional instability due to a lack of narcissistic supply, contributing to their deterioration with age. Third, narcissists, particularly as they grow older, are susceptible to fragility and vulnerability. It's worth remembering that as they age, narcissists have a more difficult time accumulating the narcissistic supply they need. This endangers their mental health, as it brings up all of their unpleasant memories and emotions. As a result, elderly narcissists are left extremely defenseless and fragile. After experiencing a narcissistic injury, the narcissist is left with nothing but their own terrible thoughts, emotions, and feelings in place of their previously inflated sense of importance, uniqueness, and superiority. It's important to note that emotions such as inadequacy, unlovability, unwantedness, worthlessness, and weakness are extremely powerful. Narcissists are particularly vulnerable because they lack the emotional competence to effectively manage their emotions in such a crisis. As a result, narcissists frequently become aggressive, angry, resentful, vindictive, and even depressed. Expect damaged narcissists to engage in manipulative behavior, such as narcissistic rage, taunting, stonewalling, and so on. This can make dealing with an elderly narcissist incredibly challenging, since they may become their worst selves. Lastly, let's consider the narcissist's appearance. The narcissist's physical appearance is not simply a sign of old age, it is the very embodiment of evil. That well-polished facade develops more cracks as the years go by, making their jealousy and hatred more apparent to those with the ability to perceive it. Narcissists never learn to forgive or let go of their anger and bitterness. Because of their advanced age, they can no longer convincingly play the role of either a hero or a victim, and their dark demeanor is evident on their faces. Their empty, dark, and vengeful souls are revealed by their cold, unfeeling eyes. Despite this evidence, there are still many who view the narcissist as a helpless elderly person. Once again, I hope you found this informative and helpful. Please feel free to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section. Additionally, you can subscribe to this channel and enable notifications to receive alerts when new content is posted. Thank you for taking the time to watch this.
So let's summarize today's video. Are you curious about what happens to narcissists as they age? Do you wonder if they deteriorate with age? As they age, narcissists tend to get worse, becoming more hostile, manipulative, oversensitive, angry, and entitled. In this video, we just explored the 3 primary reasons why narcissists tend to deteriorate as they age. This will enable you to gain a better understanding of narcissism and make informed decisions to safeguard your innermost thoughts, emotions, needs, and health from the harmful influence of narcissists in your life. Firstly, older narcissists find it increasingly challenging to maintain healthy levels of narcissistic supply. Secondly, a decline in narcissistic supply can trigger buried, painful emotion, sentiments, and thoughts in the aging narcissist. And finally, a shortage of narcissistic supply may lead to emotional instability in narcissists, rendering them vulnerable and frail. Narcissists have built their self-worth and sense of pride on the most superficial and materialistic forms of narcissistic supply that society has to offer, including validation, admiration, reassurance, power, and control. As they age, their ability to maintain high level of narcissistic supply decreases. Narcissistic supply is critical for the emotional regulation of narcissists since they did not receive validation, admiration, or reassurance from their primary caregivers during an unhealthy or abusive upbringing. As a result, aging narcissists experience painful thoughts, feelings, and emotions when their supply of narcissistic validation declines. The most superficial and materialistic types of narcissistic supply that narcissists rely on include their appearance, social status, and sexual partners, rendering them increasingly vulnerable as they age. And by the way guys, if you have been imprisoned in a narcissistic relationship, we have a one-on-one session with skilled therapists to help you find healing and hope. You don't have to suffer alone. Let us be your heaven as your journey towards healing. Please check the description box below for more information about this. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day everyone.